First question, David. When did you begin Aikido, and why did you begin learning Aikido over anything else?
I started Aikido on the 1st of June 1984, 6 o'clock in the evening. Obviously it was a meaningful moment for me. I'd been travelling around the world before that, and I'd been in India, and I'd seen a couple of guys doing Aikido on the beach. And I thought that was very beautiful. And I had an opportunity to go to Japan. And when I was in Japan, after I'd been there for 3 months, I started looking for a dojo, and I went to a couple of university dojos. And it didn't appeal to me, it didn't attract me at all. It was just, in my opinion, there's a lot of bullying and a lot of abuse going on there. And then I heard about another Aikido school, a dojo near where I lived in Tokyo. And I went there on a Sunday morning, and I eventually found it. And I went in there, and I said I'd like to have a look. It was a Sunday morning, and I was taken upstairs, a beautiful dojo. Maybe 50, 60 people sitting in silence in rows, and I sat down on a chair. And then somebody who I later found out was Takafumi Takano Sensei, who was the chief instructor, 35 years old, chief instructor of the dojo, chief instructor of the Tokyo Riot Police Martial Arts Squad, Instructors Corps, came in, bowed in, and he went, "What?" I said, "I want to do that. What he has just done, I want to do that." And I signed up, and I started on the 1st of June 1984. I still have my first card, which I had. And right from the beginning, I felt this was something that I felt a very great connection to. The problem was I was really, really bad at it. And there was nothing in my body that had a natural connection to Aikido. I was very stiff. I had a lot of fear. Fear is very bad in Aikido because you tend to stiffen up. So certainly out of the 20,000 people who they'd had through the dojo, I was probably the worst 10 they'd ever had. And yet I felt this is something I wanted to do, and I became very serious. I trained every day. And a lot of the problems, they say, people look at other people for success. I think you learn a lot more through other people's failures. A lot of the problems I had then, I still have now, and you work it out. But I did stick with it. And 34 years later, here we are.
Sensei Rai, why did you start Aikido, and why have you stuck at it for so long?
I started Aikido to enhance my karate training. I started doing Wado karate as a teenager, and I just wanted to do something to enhance my karate training. And I stuck at it because I enjoyed it. I enjoy the techniques, I enjoy the people that practice with me. I just enjoy the whole, finding it so difficult to do, but so simple an art can be so difficult to do, and it just keeps struggling. You're always searching for perfection, which I'm never going to get. So it's just a good challenge for me.
Wonderful. You mentioned just to the class there, Aikido is not difficult. It's simple. It's only as difficult as we make it. Tell us more about that.
Well, human beings always overcomplicate things. They look at a simple object and they think it's got to be a lot more complicated than actually that. And body mechanics are very, very simple. We can all walk and talk, and Aikido is just an extension of that. So the simpler you can make it, the better it works. So that's how I can best describe it. Is that really?
Wonderful. And for how many years have you practiced?
I've been practicing the martial arts now for, 47 years, I believe. 46, 47 years. I've been practicing Aikido for 44 of those.
And what's the biggest challenge you've faced in your early days of practicing Aikido? Your biggest learning challenge?
Biggest learning challenge, that's a difficult one, isn't it? I think just getting on the mat and trying to do it, because again, I was one of those people that wanted to make it more complicated than what it was, and so you just tend to overcomplicate things, make it harder for yourself, and then once you realise how simple it is, then it's a lot easier to learn. As like anybody, as a young fit man, I wanted to test things, I wanted to test myself, and so it was a very good point. So it's you've got to test yourself both physically and mentally in anything you do. Not anything, but a lot of things in this. You need to forge the steel in the flame kind of thing. Otherwise, it isn't hardened, and then that sounds very, very complicated, doesn't it? But basically, you've got to forge the steel to make it work. And I think that's what it's with training. When you're a young man, you can do lots of exercise, and you're very fit, and you can do all these things. As you get older, you realise then that you can change your technique to suit the body of what you're in at the moment, kind of thing. And again, that's another thing that's kept me interested, is the longevity of it. We can train at 17 to 70 plus, it's no problem at all. I have students in the 70s that practice with me, so it's a longevity thing.